morning, children. Hope you have understood the previous lessons we have taken in this live classes. And today in this session, we are going to see about metals and non-metals. Hope this is a new lesson for you, of course. And let me explain in detail about metals and non-metals in this session. And elements, the metals comes under the class elements, and there are three types: metals, non-metals and metalloids. Metals have different physical and chemical properties, and of course non-metals have different physical and chemical properties. And the third one is metalloids. What are metalloids? Metalloids possess both the properties of metals and non-metals. Okay, they are called as metalloids. Okay, examples for metalloids are germanium, antimony, stibbium, etc. Okay, these are the examples for metalloids. Okay, now in this lesson we are going to see about metals physical properties, chemical properties, non-metals physical properties, chemical properties, and the reactions with different types of the chemicals. Okay, now we are going to see about each and every property of metal and non-metal and the extractions of metal in a clear manner. Okay, so the first thing is metals. What are the physical properties? First important property of a metal is they are solids. At room temperature, except mercury, all the other metals are in solid state. Only mercury metal is a metal which is in semi-solid state. Okay, except mercury, all the other metals are solids. Okay, the formula for mercury is Hg. And second one is all the metal will have a shiny appearance. Okay, for example, if we have silver, just see silver, gold, aluminium, iron, everything will have a shining surface. Okay, so that property is called as luster. Okay, this is the another one main important of a character of a metal. Shine in the pure state, polish to give a highly reflective surface. While taking gold from the mine, it will be a little bit dull in nature. When we polish gold, it will glitter it sparkles. Okay, that character, not only gold, even aluminium also, when it is shined, when we clean it properly, the aluminium metal, brass, copper, everything will have a shiny appearance, and that is called as luster. And third one is malleability. For that also I will take gold or silver or copper as an example. Even if we have a small amount of gold, say for example 5 grams, we can tap it. Okay, we can tap it and make it as a thin sheet. Likewise, for at least a 10 centimeter sheet, we can tap it and make it a thin sheet. Okay, not only gold, even silver, copper, aluminium, tin, everything, iron, everything will have the property of getting flattened while we are tapping the metal. So that quality is called as malleability. Okay, the shiny stuff is called as luster, and the made into a thin sheets, this property is called as malleability. And fourth point is ductility. For this I am taking copper as example. You know, all the wires have copper. Okay, all the electrical wires have copper wire. Okay, copper is a metal that can be extended to maximum extent. Okay, drawn into thin wires. Okay, most ductile. Okay, everything, gold, silver, copper, everything will have the tendency of making it into a thin sheet. That property is called as ductility. And next one is conduction of heat. Okay, all the metals are good conductors of heat and electricity. This property is given here. Okay, good conductors of heat have high melting points. Silver and copper are best conductors of heat, and platinum and mercury are poor conductors of heat. All the metal except mercury and lead are poor conductors. All the metals, almost all the metals are good conductors of heat except lead and mercury. And the sixth point is conduction of electricity. Okay, all the metals conducts electricity. The good conductors of electricity or electricity wires are made up of copper. We all know that. So, all the metals are good conductors of electricity. Next one is, seventh point is, the main property is hardness. All the metals are hard in nature. They cannot be broken easily as glass. Okay. So, the seventh point is, all the metals are hard in nature except sodium and potassium. Sodium is a metal which is in the form of a rubber. Its type is like a rubber. Okay. That thing is, sodium cannot be broken into pieces. It can be cut as a rubber. Okay. Sodium and potassium are the two exceptions because they are not hard in nature. Except sodium and potassium, all the other metals are hard in nature. And eighth one, melting point and boiling point are high. Tungsten. Okay. Have you seen an electric bulb? There is a thin metal in the here. Okay. This is called as tungsten wire. It can have the capacity of having the heat up to 2400 degrees Celsius. So, all the metals are having high boiling and melting point. And ninth one is sonorous, produces sound on striking a hard surface. Metals are used for making bells because it has the tendency of making high sound while it is striken. Okay. So, this is the main sonorous. The main property of metal is sonorous. Okay. So, there are 9 properties of metals. So far we have seen, okay, hardness, malleability, ductility, melting point, boiling point. Okay. So far we have seen, and these are the important characters and properties of a metal. And now we are going to see about physical properties of non-metal. First one, either in solid or gaseous state, bromine is in a liquid state. Okay. First point is, all the metals are in gaseous state, either in solid or gaseous state, except this two. Bromine is in liquid state. Except bromine, all the non-metals are in either in solid state or in gaseous state. Second one, they do not have luster. They, like metals, all the non-metals do not have a lustrous, that shiny appearance, shiny look is not seen in the non-metals. And third one, do not possess the property of hardness. All the metals are hard in nature except sodium and potassium, but non-metals do not possess the character of being hard. Okay. Carbon is in the form of diamond. It is the harder substance which known as, okay, except carbon. Carbon, we know that carbon, okay, coal, it becomes coal, and after years, after thousands of years, it becomes diamond, the hardest thing ever. Okay. So, this is the only exception among the non-metals which is hard in nature. Other non-metals are not hard in nature. And fourth one, they do not conduct electricity except graphite. Okay, carbon. Okay, it is one of the allotrope of carbon. Okay, so it do not conduct electricity. Since there are exceptions in each of the physical properties, elements can be classified more clearly as metals and non-metals on. So, because of these physical properties, metals or elements are being classified into metals and non-metals according to the physical properties. Okay. Now, in the next session, we are going to see about what are the chemical properties of metals and non-metals. So, because even the physical properties of metals and non-metals have much difference. Okay. As the physical properties, the chemical properties will also have more difference. Now, we are going to see how the metals reacts with the other chemicals and how the non-metals reacts with the other chemicals. Okay. So, now we are going to see about this chemical properties in the next session. So far we have seen about the physical properties of metals and non-metals. Okay. So, in the end of the lesson I will be giving you some assessment and keep on doing it. Thank you.